Om Shanti, everyone. I feel like the angels have gathered. Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our meditation for Surfside. Definitely, before we dive in to spread that angelic energy, the energy of our light together to the community. And so again, welcome. Welcome, everyone. So glad that you could all join us in this task that we feel is so important. And so just to let you know a little bit about how the hour will go, we're going to spend some time together meditating on the questions and maybe the pain that we have about this, and maybe even other events that are happening around us that may be hard to understand. But stay with us until the end, as we will finish the hour with a meditation that will help us to tap into that reserve of energy that we all have deep inside, that reserve of positive and proactive and healing energy, to help spread it around as a contribution to the efforts in Surfside and of course in Miami. So let us bring our hearts together for the next hour, starting with a special message from the director of the meditation centers in Colombia.
Hello there, my name is Marcelo Bulk. I live in Colombia, I'm Brazilian, and I'm talking to you just to wish you the best. We have all seen the scenes in Miami, and we are all sending lots of good energy, powerful vibrations to all that community and everyone who has been affected, as Miami is a place that's connected to the whole Latin America. So I wish you the best, but if I may, I would like to give you some suggestions. It's just an advice from a friend. If you have lost someone, or if you are too much involved in the tragedy or feeling hurt, just be patient with yourself. Just enjoy some meditation, some silence. Just go deep into the self. And in relation to the people that you are thinking of, remember them in their best. And do something for them, something special. I have a friend here, and I've met his son when he was still in college, and many years ago. A few years back we met again. This time the boy is now a grown man, he has family, and his own son passed away suddenly. And it was such a tragedy because the boy was just about to get into college. So this man, Carlos is his name, he decided to create a foundation to help people who are in college but who can't stay there anymore for financial reasons to stay, to remain in college. That will help a lot. If you know someone who is going through the tragedy, who has lost someone else, just give them lots of good wishes and give them a space. Everyone processes things in a different way. Some likes to talk a lot, some don't like to talk at all. Some will pick the phone as soon as they see that's your name, but others, they will avoid you. Just keep sending good wishes and wish the best for them, really. And if one day they go to your place, they talk to you, whenever they do, just allow the space for them to remember the best of those people they lost, or they still don't know where they are. And anyway, a last Sunday suggestion for anybody in the community of Miami is just to think of yourself as a lighthouse. You know, lighthouses, they are very important because they give light uh, in the total darkness. Even so, the bulb is not that big, still can reach miles and miles in the distance. But the lighthouses themselves, they are dark. They are not light houses. They are quite dark houses. Okay, and especially in the dark, they may be white, but in the dark they disappear. So sometimes we have our own shadows. We have our own dark parts, sides, and so we can just send light, send vibration to others. Because when we do that, those vibrations will also come to you, and your own shadows will be enlightened too. So you can just take a few seconds to just send a very beautiful vibration to everyone. And everybody you talk to, always think of yourself as a lighthouse that's sending light. If there is any boat in the dark water, in the dark side of the world, in the dark side of all these things that are happening now, so many crises, one over the other, just send them the light. Because even so, the light is immaterial and you can't really touch it. It helps so much, so much. So I would like to be there physically. I'm not, but in my heart, I'm there. I have so good memories, so many good memories about Miami, and I really love that place. I love people, and I'm sure you'll move on. Things will be okay. Okay, take care from the heart.
This simple gesture of opening our hearts may seem like a small thing in the face of such great, great matters. But as I allow the natural peace and love and compassion to flow, I concentrate that light in the tiny bulb of a lighthouse. And that light shines in the darkness, in the distance, and signals that there is a safe harbor, a place where I can rest and know that all is well. I am a lighthouse, and for the next few minutes together, let us concentrate and focus those rays of peace and love. In a compassionate embrace, for all of those in our community, for the victims, the families, the emergency responders, the volunteers, the chaplains, the service dogs, those who are preparing meals for the firefighters, and especially the families of the victims, and our local, state, and national leaders who have the responsibility of leading us. I settle into the power of silence and offer my contribution in this very moment.
Breathe on me, breath of life. Shake the dust from the stars tonight. Light a candle in my name. Together maybe we could learn to change. The gift of silver becomes the gift of gold. The deepest secrets will unfold. The night is shattered by the rising sun, and all the earth will sing the same song. Breathe on me, breath of love. Wrap the broken pieces of this heart. Find the voices, make them still, and hold the shadows back and drink your fill. I'm tired of fighting words stored in my head, and all the dreams we've left unsaid. The sun is rising, now it won't be long till all the earth will sing the same song. Breathe on me, breath of life, and shake the dust from the stars tonight. Light a candle, say my name. Together maybe we could learn to change. Together maybe we could learn to change.
So good morning and Om Shanti. My name is Moira Lowe. I would like to share with you on behalf of your brothers and sisters from Argentina, very much aware of the tragedy and the delicate moments you are transiting in Surfside with all the families and the loss of your dear ones. And this is such a time that we need to tap into that core being that we are as a being of peace, and draw from the self that original energy that can bring solace to the soul and hope. And we also need help, divine supreme help. And when you find yourself feeling that deep pain, the feeling of having lost a very dear one and becoming very sorrowful, we have a little practice in Brahma Kumaris that I would like to offer that brings a lot of relief to the self, and that is to write a letter to God. So when you find yourself in a lot of pain, when you find yourself very sad, take a paper, take a pen, and write a letter and address him however you understand him. Maybe he is the supreme source, maybe he is God, maybe he's a higher energy or the Almighty Father, however you understand him, and come under the orb of light of his protection and love. And whatever is in your heart, offer it to him, and you will feel very, very relieved. This is something you might find yourself doing many times, because the thoughts and the vision of things and the image might come again and again into your mind and into your heart. So again and again, we have to go back to the source and take energy from him. So I would like to briefly, very briefly guide you through a little exercise in which we can go deep within the self. So let's sit comfortably and let's breathe deeply. And with every breath, as we exhale, allow your body to relax and become relieved, relaxed from any tension or any negative feeling or emotion that might be there. So may I breathe deeply, and I let go and relax. And as I do this, I take my attention inward, and I will take all my attention to a sacred space behind my eyes, and I will become an observer of my inner world. And as I do this, I perceive my presence and the energy that I am. I am the living being. I am the energy of life itself being expressed through my body, through my eyes, through my attitude, through my words, and through everything I do. It is I, the soul, the spiritual being. And as I look deeper into myself, I'm able to perceive that there is a calm, quiet energy that I am. My very essence is peace, where I can become free from worry, and I feel very light, and I can dive deep into the feeling of inner peace. And I will take my attention further, and I perceive the love that lies within me, that living force of love that gives life to everything I do. I am peace. I am love. And now we will take our attention beyond my body, beyond this physical place where I am. I will go beyond the city where I am. I will go deep within the dimension of silent light. This is my original home, the home of the being of light, of the soul. And now I perceive myself as a shining light. I am just light, a bodiless being of light. And I dive deep into the feeling of peace, and I am surrounded by silence and peace. And I am drawn to the source of peace, to the divine energy of God, my eternal parent, the source of unconditional love. And in the sweetness of his eyes, I can see my inner beauty, and I feel accepted and loved. God's love is true love. It is the love that heals all wounds in my heart. I am a soul loved by God, and my heart opens and allows the light of God's love to go into every corner of the being I am, making me completely free. And I dive deep into the feeling of God's love. Unconditional love, pure love. And with this feeling, I will bring my attention back. I will come back and I perceive the movement of my breathing as the air comes in and out. And I allow my feeling of peace to spread all around my body, giving living energy to all the cells of my body. And I allow the vibration of love to spread all around me, filling my home with vibrations of divine love. And I allow those vibrations to touch the life of all those around me. And I'm able to send these vibrations to those souls that have left us. And I send the rays of love and peace to embrace the being that they are, with divine light, the love of God, and my best wishes for their peace. And as I remain in this awareness, I come back to this moment, back to this space. So all my best wishes for you all. I know each one of you is very, very dear to the human family and to God. So Om Shanti and my best wishes.
And so as we stay in those vibrations of peace and power into our next meditation, let's spend a few minutes just with some soft music. But for this meditation, we would like to invite everyone to join us in the chat if you have a special message in the way of words or a phrase that you'd like to share in support of each other, in support of Surfside, and in support of the community. Light is giving. I am light. Let's write in the sand. You are dearly loved. I send light to Surfside. You are wrapped in light. Our hearts are with you. luz para el mundo, paz y bien. Amén. Bless every soul with God's divine light and love. May all God's children affected by this tragedy at Surfside be filled with Supreme Soul's love, peace, and strength. Imagine your heart as a laser pen, writing in the sand with feelings of love. We are united. Sending healing prayers and light to lift and support all the families that have lost their loved ones. Open your heart to God, and He will heal it, and the love will reach the souls that departed. Om Shanti. Sending positive vibrations of love, strength, and healing to Surfside. Que la luz del Padre Supremo llegue a todas el con un profundo de paz. Luz, paz y aceptación para todos. We love you. To all those who are now feeling the pain of your loss, know that we are with you with love, sending our light and support to you. Love for all the neighbors. Mucha luz para todas las almas que se han ido, que descansen en paz, luz y fuerza para los familiares. May the light of all guide you on this journey. Love surrounds you. The departed are back in the light. Let's be a lighthouse for their loved ones and all who are hurting, sending so much love. Take refuge in the divine self. Unidos en oración, unidos en un solo corazón, paz, amor y bendiciones a nuestros hermanos de Surfside. Amén, amén, amén. Paz para su alma y paz para su cuerpo. Que la luz del Padre los guíe. To everyone, may you wear the crown of light as you send your heart on sending love and peace, and fill with God's courage, strength, and love to erase your pain and help you accept the joy of God's peace to our sisters and brothers who are in sorrow now, but to help you move forward in spiritual joy, for their hearts remain with you in God's tender embrace. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. The heart can only be touched. Seeing and hearing all of your responses, and just by the fact of your being here today, that feeling of empathy, wanting to be counted amongst those who help in some way, and knowing that it is our thoughts and our feelings that are going to assist. And so for all of us, a learning to be at ease with what I may not be able to make sense of at this moment, with the unresolved, unsolved, and that which is maybe unfinished, including my own self. And although there will be answers at the material level as to how and why this happened, but that's not for us to simply wait for. But the situation is encouraging me to go inwards and to be open to that which is invisible, and the one who is immaterial. And in this, on the one hand, wanting to share from the heart, but it also opens the heart to receive. And sometimes recognizing that the limitations of our own fears have acted like a gate on our heart. And all these situations will be one step more to bring us into that extreme opening of the heart, of receiving from that one that has been called today as the lighthouse or as the ocean, and recognizing our sameness, getting past our own fear and finding comfort in that secret place within our own selves. Trusting more in the invisible world, the internal world, which is of thoughts, which is of feelings, and which manifest also on the material level. And so at this time, it's reaching for a higher love. Because in my heart of hearts, I know that if we are here at this time, part of our contract is to be a support for our world. And not that I have the power in me, but simply with humility, offering oneself, being willing to be a conduit or be an instrument, and trusting in love, then I can be used for that higher purpose, to return myself and that world that I live in to more equanimity and patience and light.
Come to me in love and watch the ages crumble. Touch a aching heart and heal a mind. Softness is your form, and gentle are the feelings. Never turn away from the sun. Hold me in your eyes, and time it loses me.